Hi. So today I'm doing a get ready with me, which is something I'm not used to doing, I won't lie. So I'm just going to show you my current makeup routine. I've already done my skincare for the day. I figured I'd sit down, have a little chat and explain to you what's been going on in my life. I also have to use this. Look at you. Let's get started. So I'm going to start off today by priming my face with the Nuka Skin Champagne of Honey Serum. So I got, I like to be honest, and I think I put this in one of my other videos that should be up by now. I see you, Samia, my booker. She wants me to do this so badly. So yeah, I use this stuff as a primer every day. Oh, that's in my mouth. Just because it's, I don't know why, it's just so good. Like, it's so sticky. But what I tend to do after I do this, oh, it smells so good too. That's also another reason I love it. It's just because you can still smell it. Like, I leave the house and I can smell this stuff. Like honey, annoyingly though, because it's honey, it's not vegan. I know some vegans, this is my favourite things to ask. If you are vegan, please tell me in the comments whether you eat honey or not. And if you do, what are the exceptions? What are the caveats that you have? Like, so it's always really interesting to ask. I know some vegans only have honey that's, you know, from small batch, local farms, because it helps with things like hay fever with local pollen. Long story short, please vegans, tell me below if you eat honey or not, and if you do, why, if you don't, why, because it's a really interesting question to ask. Next step is the Ren Skincare Clean Screen Mineral SPF 30. I would prefer it to be 50, but it's cloudy today, so, and I'm not planning on spending that much time outside. I've already done my outside for the day. So yeah, just some sun cream, because I know it's Manchester and I know it's cloudy, but skin protection starts now. Alrighty, also I am going to do my hair as well and sort the jewellery out, but the hair is getting done second. I'm not doing the hair yet. The hair can wait. Luckily for me, I did a shoot yesterday where I had to do my own makeup, and so I always take it with me just in case like something goes wrong, whether I start, you know, crying in the Uber or whatever. I took it all with me, so it's actually all just pre-packaged and right here and not like displayed all over my couch, which is nice. Who is she? Starting with base. So I've kind of been using two products at the moment. So whenever I have a shoot and I need something more full coverage, I'm using, Tropic sent me 3 of their foundations, or beauty booster sheer foundations to use. This is the shade 02, I think. And it's way more full coverage than my Glossier. So on days when I need more coverage, this stuff is amazing. Like, it's a perfect shade match and it just sits really well. However, it's a chore day, so we're just doing the skin tint. And this stuff, it isn't massive coverage, but I love it, because it helps other products blend better, and I just feel like it helps just even out the tone. Like, it's not an obvious change. It's not like a foundation where you see it and it's like colour change. It's definitely like, definitely sheer as coverage goes. So I always do 3 drops on each cheek, and then a drop on the nose, and then a drop on the forehead, and then whatever's dribbling off goes on my chin. I am breaking out a little bit at the moment as well, just here. I've started breaking out here a lot, but I think that's tummy. I think when you break out just here, that's like stomach problems, and we all know of my issues with dairy. So yeah, so also don't hate me, beauty community, but I use my hands for everything because brushes annoy me. I can't bother to clean them. My hands are clean, by the way. I also just feel like I lose a lot of product whenever I use brushes or a sponge. Like, it will just get soaked in, and I'm a cheapskate. Okay, I don't buy makeup very often, and when I do, I like it to last. So I always use my hands. You'll see the other products I use a lot of cream products, and I use a lot of like liquidy products. I'll face the light, that'll probably be better, just because I don't know, I prefer like a more natural finish, and I just find the powdery products tend to sit and clog my pores up a little bit. So I've never really wanted to wear foundation, but as I've gotten older and I've gotten, like, I have more photos, I take more photos of myself. If I die, my phone is going to Ben, because he's the only one who really knows that I'm not a massive narcissist. Because if you looked at my camera roll, it's actually like borderline worrying. Onto concealer. So again, I have 2 that I'm kind of going between. The Glossier Stretch Concealer came in a set with the, if I can find it, the skin tint. So they're both shade G11. I picked the shade online and I nearly went for the slightly darker one, and I'm glad I didn't, because this is perfect. This is literally like my skin tone. However, when I'm going for a more heavy makeup day, so whenever I use the Tropic stuff, I use this Lasting Perfection Hydrating Serum Concealer from Collection Cosmetics. I am currently in Boots. If you go into Boots and you look at the Collection Cosmetics little standy thing, it's my face. That's what's been going on in my life. And also, you might see this face on the tube if you're in London. So from the 18th of July for 2 weeks, I'm gonna be on the tube. She's making moves, guys. Who is she? Yeah, so I always just conceal with this. And again, I spot conceal. I don't do like, you know, traditional highlighting, brightening bits. Oh God, got dirt everywhere. But yeah, so I always just tend to spot conceal. I always put a bit on my eyelids as well, just because I've got loads of veins. All concealed. I say like concealed, but you still see stuff, but it's just to like minimize it. Like skin looks pretty skinny right now. Looks pretty skin-like, just more even. And that's all I go for. I don't go for flawless base. I don't go for like, I never got into makeup at 16. You know, like 2015 when everyone was doing like cut creases and like amazing eye makeup. Like I used to watch those videos. I grew up on Michelle Phan videos for makeup. I loved her like whole ethos of less is more, like using Korean, Japanese products. Like I thought it was amazing. I will be honest, for a hot second there, I used to watch a lot of Jeffree Star's videos. And then I didn't, because I learned about the man. I mean, honestly, how one person can cause so much drama, apologise, and then cause more drama is beyond me. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I was never into like the proper, like matte face, flawless contour, cut crease, baking. Like I couldn't be bothered. It takes way too much time and I'm really lazy. Like the only brushes I have are for eyeshadow because I need them. I can't blend very well with my fingers, and powder because I can't put powder on with my fingers. You'd have thought I'd be more prepared, but no, next thing I tend to do is use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I don't know what shade this is. In Feeling Shady. I love this because it's super cool. Like, you know I'm pale. And also I always put a bit of bronzer on just because, guys, I don't need to say it, do I? I'm just pale. I just feel like it adds a bit more definite, like, help to my face. So I always put it right here, like right here, because that is kind of where the sun hits me when I get a tan. And one thing I picked up from my friend Milan, who's an angel, he did my makeup once and he told me, he was like, best thing to do, because I've not got the biggest forehead, he was like, try to avoid putting it on here. I know it's like hard when you see contouring and bronzing, but if you put it here and you've not got a huge forehead anyway, it can really close off your face. So I was like, ever since then I've not put any bronzer on my forehead. So thanks Milan, you're saving my life. I don't know how much of a difference that makes on camera, but it makes a little bit of a difference to me. It just makes me feel a bit better, makes me look like I don't spend half my time in the dark. Still going. Actually no, I'm not still going. I stopped now. I love how I don't know my own makeup routine. Like I kind of just wing it every single day. I do the same thing every day and I still wing it. If that doesn't sum up ADHD, I don't know what does. So this is a little MAC brush that I'm definitely using wrong. It gets the job done though. If it gets the job done and it gets your finished, like your ideal finished look, there's no such thing as wrong. So I just get a load of loose powder. This is a Laura Mercier one that I've had for way too long. It says 12 months on the opening thing. It's been at least 36. I've had this for years. Still works, c'est la vie. And then I get it on this brush and then I just roll it under my eyes. Because I know you're meant to roll this stuff on with a puff. So I roll it on with a brush instead. And then just do some rocking and rolling. And once I've rolled it under my eyes, which is where I tend to get the most like creasy, just because I use my whole face to talk apparently. And then whatever's left on the brush, I just kind of whack in the like shiny spots on my face. I always brush it up as well. Don't know if that does anything, but I always brush up. And then that kind of sets everything in place that I need setting. Because again, the face tint from Glossier doesn't need that much of a set. It just needs like, I just need to make sure it doesn't go anywhere and I don't sweat it off. Base done, on to the rest. Hopefully gonna be speedy now. So next step I always do is set my face now, because I use either the Collection Illuminating Dewy Finish setting spray or the Pixie Glow Mist setting spray. I think I'm gonna use this one today. Just I couldn't tell you why, I just do. So yeah, give it a little shake. I know I just made my whole face matte, but that's actually just to set it. Like this dewy stuff adds back in like the shine that I want. I have to aggressively fan myself because I always put way too much on. And then while my face is still a bit damp, I'm going to go in with the Glossier Play Night Shine Highlighter Concentrate. Christ, on a bike. They don't make this anymore. It makes me really sad. So I'm on the lookout for a new highlighter that's really nice. So any recommendations would be greatly appreciated. Just because I love, again, like the natural dewy finish. Like this doesn't have very much glitter in it. I know when it's on the cheek, I don't know how much that you can see, like it looks quite aggressive, but it blends really well. So I always put it tops of my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, and always in the corners of my eyes. They've been doing roadworks outside my flat since I moved in, and it's just been like creeping up the road, and now every time I wake, like I'm at home, I can just hear various drills. I'm just like, but the thing is, they do a lot of work and not much seems to be happening. What we are doing now is a little bit of blush. So this is the Eau Blues Rosy Drops from Drunk Elephant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put like a drop or two, actually, let's do two, of my Nuka Skin on my hand. And then what I'm gonna do is put a couple of drops of, oh god, it doesn't do the drop thing very well. Just maybe a drop and a half then. I feel like a real makeup influencer now. Then I'm gonna mix it in. I'm just gonna dab it onto where I want some blush to be, which is mainly my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, just for some more colour. Because again, if I went in the sun, I wouldn't be brown. I would be white and pink. I look like a squashy every time I go in the sun. If there are people who don't know what squashies are watching this, I'll put a little picture in here. Like the sweet version of, oh my god, what are they called? Drumstick lollies. And they are a 10 out of 10 in my book. They're addictive actually, those. I think it's the texture. I genuinely think it's the texture for me, for those. I mean, you can't see on camera actually, I don't think. I see myself in the mirror. You can't see the blush as well as I'd want you to, but it's there. It's there. It's just not very visible, which is really annoying. That concludes the face. The face is done. The face is finished. We're not touching it again. Next things next is the brows. So I got gifted the West Barn Co soap brows, because if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I have, as soon as I stop talking, that siren stopped. I've got the rattiest bar of pear soap in my bathroom. It's still there, waiting for this thing to run out, but it came with a spoolie, but I broke it because I used it too aggressively. So I just need to get this bit wet. That's what she said. Get some spray on it, and then I just kind of rub this spoolie aggressively into the soap. And I won't lie, brow soap's one of the best inventions ever. So in terms of the brows, I always just go in backwards a little bit, or like upwards and into the middle of my face, just to get the soap on there, get them a bit fluffy looking, and then I literally just go back in and gently like just floof back over, and that's it. Like this is the dream brow right here. This is the fastest I've ever done it, because I don't like it when the brows look like super flat and neat. Just because I feel like I just don't like that look on me. This eyebrow is always way harder because they're sisters, not twins. So this eyebrow is a bit straighter and this one has more of an arch. So I always try to get this one looking like this, but it doesn't do it. So it's always a struggle. Oh, actually, maybe I've done it. Oh, maybe it's not that much of a struggle. So this is how I do my brows. Wow, if you're coming for professional tips, you're not getting them here. I always use a little, so I've got this Clarins thing years ago, I don't know where I got it from, and I use this to put the freckles back on my face that I've covered up because I have loads of freckles. So I just kind of like, I don't want it to be round and dotty, like I don't want to look like Pippi Longstocking. So I genuinely just hit myself in the face a bit with this, because I find using the edge gets like more of my natural freckle shape. Because I do have freckles, they're just, you know, hidden by the fact that I never see the sun. They don't look this aggressive, I just literally like use my finger to dab it out. That's like an eyeliner pencil thing that comes in like a retractable one. It's got a blue colour and a black colour, and then it's got a lip liner in there as well. And I find they look quite natural because they're like layered on top of my natural ones already, so they don't look as too like fake. Right, so we're going in with mascara next. So I've been everyone knows I love Ico, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I don't love balloons. It's a long story. I think I put it off as a TikTok as well, so just go check that out. Go follow my TikTok, go follow my Instagram, and you'll get more of me in your life. But they sent me a brown and a black one, and I've been kind of loving the brown. Because again, I'm blonde, I'm quite fair, like the black can come out quite harsh, whereas the brown is really working for me. So I've been using brown mascara, which I never thought I'd say. Like, it doesn't look that different to black when it's on my lashes, but I feel like it's just a bit less harsh and it helps accent the blue in my eyes a bit better. Okay, mascara's done, and I always get mascara on the, like, on my eyelids because my eyelashes are really long. They're super blonde at the end, so you can't see them. And I never personally, when I do my own makeup, put mascara on my lower lashes because they are like spidery long, because they're half blonde, so you really can't see the ends of them. I always just get loads of, it's just messy and I don't like it, so I don't do it. And that's the joy of makeup, it's your face, you can do what you want. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the mascara to dry and then I'll wipe the lid off. I'm gonna leave my lips today. Sometimes I put lipstick on, sometimes I don't. And today is one of the don't days, so all that's going on is some Carmex. Because I am not in the mood for lipstick upkeep today. If I do wear lipstick, I wear the Charlotte Tilbury one in the shade Penelope Pink with the lip cheat lip liner in Iconic Nude, and I really blot it so it stays quite matte. Now the makeup's done, I should probably fix my hair. So I might go and fix my hair off camera. Oh god, yeah, it might just be a slick back bun day. And I'll go and put some jewelry in and I will be right back. Okay, so hair is done. Jewelry is on. Honestly, if 13-year-old Annie could see me with a low ponytail and a middle part, she'd probably think I was the ugliest person on the planet, because I grew up in proper deep side part. I mean, when did I go to secondary school? 2010. So I was 13 in 2012. Like, that should tell you something. 2012 was the year of the deep side part. But yeah, so hair's done. Super low maintenance, super low fast, just because that's me. If that sums up me physically, it's low maintenance. Personality wise, I'd like to say I'm like medium maintenance, but we'll talk about that another day. But yeah, so this is it, it's the finished look. I haven't got any cotton buds. I'll get the mascara, I promise. And yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Hiding in the shadows way too long.